Dungeons and Dragons. Isn't that right, anime guy?
Yes, it is. And just as my dear friend here has already stated, I am Anime Guy, the humble DM of this cursed adventure.
Oh,
Please, my player characters, introduce yourselves.
Oh wait, since I went first, I'm Charles. I have a Twitch channel, so I'm going to be playing Sheer Evergreen. And Merla too.
Mirella, but you got it.
Merla, yes. Next.
I'll go. I'm Servant of God 777. I'll be playing Holder Elbon, and in case anyone's wondering, yes, some of the others will be doing a brief bit while we wait for someone else to show up. You'll know who in a sec.
Yeah.
I'm Khan. I will be playing Argentum Moonrider, the new paladin for the goddess Salune.
And you'll also be playing the Vistani known as Ionathan.
Right.
And since I spoke up, I am Diva Nightrose Goldsmith. I'll be playing as Elcincia Intorica, a bard of great renown, and I will also be playing as Agrippina, a Vistani, and also I've been playing as Anarian Auroriel, the elven rogue who happens to be a vampire because my fiance is still admittedly too introverted to join us.
So yeah, so he gets a pass of not joining.
And then there was one.
Don't remind me of that book. Don't talk about that. Yes, I am a potato. Thank you. She remembered. I am Idiot Savant. And I also have a Twitch. I just don't stream that much. Because I'm the invisible thorn on your side. But I play Ana Rosanova, who's a monster hunter, and currently I'm also doing a side character of Gemma, of Vistani in the camp.
Nice.
Now the meme I posted makes sense.
All right.
Without the way, let's continue. Right? I'm trying to do a fancy thing like you do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We shall begin where we left off last session. But we shall begin. Well, not so much as that, but we shall begin with the Sheer Pool encampment, where Vistani are currently around the campfire, just talking amongst themselves. For There's a road that leads to the camp, but it gradually disappears and is replaced by twisted, muddy paths through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. Canopies of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake, several hundred feet across. Several colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, a sagging form lit from within. Near the tent, horses are drinking from the river as the mournful strains of an accordion clash with the storytelling of figures clad around a bonfire. And the footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge.
And one of these Vistani, a lovely lady dressed in a white shirt, a black corset, and a multi-layered split skirt with bells on the end of it, reads aloud from a tale of woe that she had collected in her travels.
Ooh.
not hear it. Yes, I hear it, and I have heard it. Long, 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 many minutes, many hours, many days. Have I heard it? Yet I dared not. Oh, pity me, miserable wretch that I am. I dared not speak. We have put the living in the tomb. Said I not, my senses were acute. I now tell you, when I heard her first feeble movements in the hollow coffin, I heard them many, many days ago, yet I dared not speak. And now, tonight, enthralled, the breaking of the hermit's door, and the death cry of the dragon, and the clangor of the shield. Say rather the rending of her coffin, and the grating of the iron hinges of her prison, and the struggles within the coppered archway of the vault. Oh, whither shall I fly? Will she not be here anon? Is she not hurrying? Upbraid me for my haste. Have I not heard her footsteps on the stair? Did I not distinguish that heavy and horrible beating of her heart? Madam! Madman! There he sprang furiously to his feet and shrieked out his syllables, as if in the effort he were giving up his soul. Madman, I tell you that she now stands without the door.
He's
As
a
if in the...
man. Hello.
Yes, Mirella?
That's a great story. Also, I'll be right back. I have to go eat.
Always
Better go
hungry,
get that spice stew while it lasts, sweetie.
Okay, I will.
Leave some for me.
It's hot. The food's hot.
Hungry one, that one is.
You're telling me.
Hope she doesn't take my share this time.
Shall I continue? We are literally on the last few pages.
Oh, please do, please do.
How about no? It sounds like an overreaction to someone getting buried alive.
Yeah,
This smacks him on the back of the head. Hey, let me listen to the rest of it, okay? I was thoroughly enjoying it.
You two are literally peas in a pod when it comes to your weird literature.
One of my favorite writers, okay?
well, I'll have you know that I collected this collection of tomes, this omnibus collection of works by Edgar Allan Poe, apparently a very famous author from the world that we last visited.
I'm sorry. Could you please repeat that? I couldn't hear you over your voice going in and out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was trying to roleplay it into this.
Okay. I'll have you know, this omnibus collection is leather bound, straight from a world that honor and reveres this author like no one else.
Yeah, more like depressed people. Don't you have anything more hopeful in that collection of yours, or are you all the only books you ever get in terms of storytelling are these depressing ones? I'm starting to notice a
Oh,
theme
please.
with you.
Next time I'll
Well,
get
I
you
also-
a picture book then.
Well, I also have this one by Bram Stoker. I don't know who he is, but this Dracula sounds terrifying and I love it.
Great. More monster books despite the fact that we live in a world filled with monsters. How enjoyable to listen to how I would get my insides torn open.
Oh, spoiler alert. Spoil sport. Apparently this vampire dies. And his victims go on to live happy lives.
Oh, well, thank the gods for that.
Now, shall
I swear.
I continue? Sorry, you go ahead.
I swear, the more you fill your head with all that nonsense greatest crap, the more you're gonna end up thinking that there is no black or white in terms of morality. Just look at what it did to that world we last visited, where you got it from. So many kids are in despair. Men don't know how to be men anymore, and ooh, I do not envy the people who have to take up that world that's called HR? From what
I have
last
no idea
heard?
what you're talking. I have no idea what you're talking about because we went. I actually quite enjoyed the library that I found.
Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you're just gonna end up spewing about how you couldn't properly use that magical typewriter that has a screen.
You're such a spoil sport. You know that, Methuselah?
Well, excuse me, I prefer the tales of old, like that one fellow. What was his name? Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien. I prefer his works better than whatever this this depressed Allan Poe is.
Well, you should. Well, if you like this Tolkien person, you should read C.S. Lewis. Apparently, he and him are buddies.
So you did use that magical typewriter correctly. I remember you having to ask me for help with it.
Well, once you figure it out, you tend to. Well, once you figure out how it works, it's easy to figure it out.
Yeah, and how many trips to that world did it take you?
Unfortunately, we can't bring it to this world because apparently this thing called Wi-Fi doesn't exist.
Now that I could never understand what that acronym was for.
Hey,
I have no idea.
How long do you think they're going to be talking for?
That might be a bit.
Fair
Oi.
enough.
Oi, I
Well,
know
right out
I
of her food.
overheard you two.
Good.
By the way, I know that Strahd wants us to look after those adventurers, but who wants to bet that they beat him?
I wouldn't really count too much on it, prophecy or not. Remember what happened a couple of years back with that one blue wizard guy? Yeah, he ended up getting his ass handed to him.
Or that one lord from another realm that was undead and thought he was unbeatable until Strahd took a sword right to where his soul resided.
I forget which undead lord is that? We keep getting so many of them over the past decades.
Apparently, he was the Lord of Darkon, and he tried to mount an invasion into Barovia, only for Strahd to overpower him and slay him.
Oh, is that why his little peasant of a daughter tried coming here uninvited in order to get what? Acceptance that she's the heir or something like that?
No, she wasn't here for that. She specifically said that she wanted revenge on the, pardon my French, face who killed her master. Alessio, I think her name was.
Von Richten must have been about again.
Yeah, she was about ready to take her sword to my neck when I went demanding to know where he was, and I told her I didn't know. Once she used a detect thought spell on me, once I suggested that she use a detect thought spell on me to prove I wasn't lying, she then realized I wasn't lying, and she backed off.
Methuselah's head then turns to Ionathan. So, what did you get from our last visit to that world? Anything good?
I mentioned that you got a book of H.P. Lovecraft's works.
Oh,
Reyes?
me? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I just called you out on what good.
I know. I'm sorry, my mind is a little fuzzy myself. You know, I have this leather-bound book by this interesting author. He goes by H.P. Lovecraft.
Isn't that the guy who makes up stories about how technology advancing is apparently a curse or something like that?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Oh, I think I read one of his works, Call of Cthulhu. That which is not dead may eternal lie, and through strange eons even death may die.
So is like death a concept or an angel of death or something like that? I could never get into the gothic literature you kids are
I suppose
into.
it also depends on what your definition of death really is. Is it the complete destruction of the self? Is it losing your memories? Is it just the death of the body?
Or is it a descent completely into madness?
That doesn't strike me as an actual death there. death there, Agrippina.
Well, what is madness but a step into death?
I don't think that works how you think it works.
Sanity is the death of the mind, after all.
Indeed. See? See? Gemma gets me.
I go back to reading.
That's because you and Gemma keep reading to each other all that depressing nonsense.
I hold up my book. Excuse me, but Brian Jock is not a depressing writer. It's cute little stories about animals.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the depressing stuff you two talk about all the time.
I'm sorry that philosophy tends to go towards that route. It's not my fault.
Seriously, what is it with that world's writers always going into narcissism and or just depression?
Well, I'll have you know that Emily, that this Charles Dickens person seems to have what you like. Why don't you read his works?
Never heard of him. Thanks for the recommendations.
Well, he wrote this book called A Christmas Carol. He also wrote this book called Great Expectations, A Tale of Two Cities.
Actually, question. What the hell is Christmas? Sounds like one of the winter holidays that we have here.
Not necessarily here, but I think there was word going around that when snow appeared in Barovia once, there's a man dressed in crimson offering gifts to all those he came across.
Oh, we must have been naughty or something because I didn't see him pass by our camp.
Well, it's just a rumor, not a fact. I'm not sure though. But then again, there's also a rumor that he appeared in this other world that we visited once before. Now that witch that was ruling over it has been
You mean Narnia?
Yeah, that was it. I couldn't remember at the top of my head.
Honestly, did C.S. Lewis actually go to Narnia, or like was he like a remembrancer or something like that? Because the way he wrote that book made it very, very clear that he could have been watching everything from afar.
I have no idea, but the line
Who
wouldn't answer
knows?
my question.
Well, maybe he was. Who knows? Maybe he was a silent witness to everything that those children went through.
Or maybe they told him.
Though I have been taking a liking to this thing called Warhammer 40,000, apparently these monastic knights are very chivalrous, depending on what chapter they hail from. I prefer the salamanders.
Don't think I didn't notice what you were watching too on that magical typewriter. These weird machine-looking things fighting in the skies.
Machine.
What do they call them? Ah, yes, Gundams? Something like that. I don't think I didn't notice. I did.
I mean, those machines.
Well,
those machines looked very similar to the constructs that were guarding the Lazarescu tombs. And remember how they came alive and nearly killed us when we tried to take the inheritance sword?
I know. But why are you
although
watching shows of them
I
flying
was more
in the
worried about
sky?
the fact that witch that was over there almost tried to kill us just because we poked our nose in where it didn't belong, as she said.
She's an old crabby woman that Strahd apparently knew from the past. Hell, I'm surprised he hadn't revoked her land privileges after she told him apparently that she could make the land fertile again, only to turn it into a bloody swamp.
Well, word on the street is that in this Forgotten Realms, there are women who can do that. Apparently there's a classification for them being hags. They claim one thing, they on paper agree to it, only for once the agreement's done, you realize that's not what we agreed upon unless you look at the fine print of your deal.
sure we're talking about actual hags, like from our world, or like something entirely different from their world?
Well, in this Forgotten Realms, hags come in a wide variety. There are these fey hags that come from this thing called the Feywild. There's night hags that hail from the abyss.
Ugh.
Then, of course, there are sea hags that live by coastlines. There's a wide variety of these types of witches.
He then pulls out a book and just starts reading it, and it's it's something called Plague Wars.
And you're one to talk.
Hey, unlike your dark fantasy, this actually has hope.
Well, that work by Charles Dickens seems to have a lot of hope, as well as that Bram Stoker novel. Although I don't think Lord Strahd would appreciate us having that particular book in our collection.
Which one?
This Dracula one.
Why does it?
Then just make sure he doesn't find it.
Why does he think it has a bunch of vampire death secrets or something like that?
Maybe, but at the same time, the vampire lord in that one dies, and that might be an act of sedition. Oh, by the way, I heard rumor that one of the adventurers was approached by Strahd, and he's got a treason charge against her.
You are getting in way too deep with the rumor mill.
Well, apparently
go on.
She's saying something that she wasn't supposed to, from what I heard.
Is it one of the forbidden songs?
Yeah, I think it was a Raven King. I think it was.
Oh dear. No wonder she has that charge on her.
You're awfully quiet, Methuselah.
In the past 80 years of my life, I've seen plenty of things when I was your youngster's age. Though my mind still... I'm sorry, what was that, Gemma?
Nothing.
You see, with age comes wisdom and experience, and you best remember that. Even if some of us old people sound like hypocrites. So, more along the lines of do as I say, not as I do.
Also, with age comes senility.
Now, I haven't lost my mind yet there, Genma. Gonna be a long-ass time before that ever happens. He then gets used to look into his book called Plague War.
I'm sorry, but that smell of delectable food is calling my name. You three talk amongst yourselves. Oh, by the way, word on the street is that the reason why those... Did you notice that the one warlock just running out of the camp this morning?
Yeah.
But it looks like some of her party went after her, so I think she'll be okay.
I hope so.
Which reminds me, is the kid and the other chick okay?
I hope so.
Well, I haven't heard anything from the tent yet, so I think they're okay.
The wagon.
Oh, the wagon.
Madam Ava's insistence that they keep him there for the night. I don't know where she bunked, though. Maybe she's decided to fall asleep in her rocking chair outside.
Go check on her.
Okay. Plus, probably best to get that stew for breakfast. It's calling my name.
Well, hurry and get it before she eats it all.
Out of character, I do need to step outside for a second. I need to get some food real quick.
Go ahead.
No worries.
I'm just letting it play out. You talk amongst yourselves, and you talk amongst yourself. I will be right back, okay?
Okay.
Methuselah then goes back to reading his book. You guys wanna... You guys wanna hear some of the beginning parts of the book I'm reading? Could be interesting to you all.
I just came back. Yeah, Madam Eva is okay. She's just sitting in a rocking chair.
Sure, we can hear the beginning of your tale.
Alright.
Oh, alright.
It is the 41st millennium. 10,000 years have passed since the Primarch Horus Lupercal turned to chaos and betrayed his father, the Emperor of Mankind, plunging a galaxy into a ruinous civil war. For 100 centuries, the Imperium of Mankind has endured Xenos invasions, internal dissidents, and perpetualist attentions of the dark gods of the warp. The Emperor sits immobile upon the golden throne of Terra, a psychic bastion against infernal powers. It is his will alone that lights the Astronomicon, binding together the Imperium. Yet not one word has he uttered in all of that time. Without his guidance, mankind has strayed far from the path of enlightenment. The bright ideals of the Age of Wonder have further than died. To be alive in this time's a terrible fate, where an existence as grinding servitude is the best that could be hoped for, and a quick death is seen as the kindest mercy. As the Imperium continues its inevitable decline, Abaddon the Despoiler, the last true son of the Primarch Horus, is now War Master in his stead. Now has reached the climax of a plan millennia in the making, tearing reality open across the width of the galaxy and unleashing forces unheard of. At last, it seems, after centuries of valiant struggle, mankind's doom is at hand. Into this darkness, a pale shift of light penetrates. The Primarch Rebute Gilliman has been awakened from deathly slumber by alien sorcery and arcane sciences. Returning to Terra, he has resolved to set right this dire imbalance, to defeat chaos once and for all and to restart the Emperor's grand plan for humanity. But first the Imperium must be saved. The galaxy is split in twain. On one side, Imperium Secundus, beleaguered but defiant, and on the other, Imperium Nihilus, thought lost to the night. The mighty crusade has been called to take back the Imperium and restore its glory. All mankind stands ready for its greatest conflict of the age. Failure means extinction, and the path of victory only leads to war. This is the era Indomitus.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
At least this has more heroes than that Edgar Allan Poe fella. Currently reading about this monk who was alongside this Rebute Gilliman. He has apparently been a faithful servant to this Emperor of Mankind. His story is rather moving.
Yes, it is very interesting.
I suppose.
I am actually at the part of where a large bastion that apparently is able to float into space above us. Buzz is currently under attack by demons called Plague Marines. So far they're holding their own, but it looks like the situation is entirely dire. But who knows? Maybe at the end of this chapter, this city in the sky can be saved. I believe it. Let's see, what's it called again? He then just turns to the page. Oh yes, chapter 18, Assault on Gallatin. So this city was called Gallatin then.
Looks like it.
but I highly recommend Dark Imperium. This is a good series of books. Though some of the descriptions about the technology of that world is rather odd to me. Almost just as odd as those Gundams that dear Genma mentioned.
Hmm.
Almost
I
like
like these books, though.
What, your Redwall books?
Yes. It matches up a lot with this world, so it's easier to understand. But oh, do not read the descriptions of the feasts when you're hungry. It makes it unbearable.
Believe me, when the 140,000 books get into feasts, when characters come for meetings and whatnot, they are very also descriptive in what the feast entails, and that's only for the high lords and nobles, apparently.
But listen to this strawberry custard tart. Oh, I want one right now. But it's so hard to make.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have any fruit in this realm. We have to literally travel to another just to get the fruit.
Which is very troublesome when you think about it.
Oh, blast, I really wanted one.
There, Gemma.
It even has cream in it.
Methuselah just pats Genma's back. There. I'm sure the next time we visit that world again, we can get you one. However, I hope we don't get yelled at by their enforcers because they kept calling us thieves and gypsies, whatever the hell those terms are. Well, I know what thief is, just not whatever the hell a gypsy is.
Oh dear. But I really did leave money for them.
Genma, you took a stack of those things before you even
And
thought
I
about
left a
paying for
hefty
them.
sum of gold for it.
Yeah, and it appears they don't take gold, apparently.
Which to
No,
me
right?
is
Wine
very,
doesn't take gold.
which to me is very insane. How do you not take gold?
I would not know.
Well, I saw a We Take Gold sign out of this thing called a what was it? A pawn shop? Maybe we can stop by there next time.
Maybe.
Maybe they can teach us about the local currencies.
From what another book I have read, the currencies in that world are varied. The only main currency that they have for one part of the continent is literally called a euro? Not sure what that's supposed to mean.
Maybe because they're these people called Europeans.
I do not understand how some people name their tribes. They all look the same to me. White-skinned, dark-skinned, while their hair color could be one of two different colors, they're still all looking white.
They were all just very different shades of tan.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
Serena.
Serena.
I just
Onto
finished
the
seeing it.
transition. Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was really good.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you liked Nike. We are currently doing a bit of a Vistani roleplay if you would like to join us while we wait for Diva to get back.
Uh,
I thought we'd open with
Stani?
Older and Serena.
Yeah, basically, people at the camp we've been at who are talking about stuff they've gotten from multiple different worlds. I've just been abstaining and kind of just catching up on my food.
also Chelsea's back. Hi, guys.
Hey, Chels.
I actually gotta eat what to eat.
Would you like
To myself in third person sometimes.
would you like me to find you a name for a Vistani character, Miss Serena? That way you can join in while we wait for Diva?
That's okay. I'll just watch or listen in.
Okay. Methuselah then looks to the left to see
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. I just finished eating some beef stew.
It's alright.
I got tacos.
Ooh, beef stew.
Methuselah then looks at Marilla and Agrippina. Agrippina, can you make sure Marilla doesn't overstuff herself? Her stomach's about to turn like it's 9 months pregnant.
Oh, it's kind of hard to stop eating, especially when it's Madame Ava's cooking.
And then Maddie
At least it wasn't the event with the exotic spices again.
Don't eat too much or you'll throw up. I learned that the hard way.
that is true, Ineos. Also, question. Remember when we went to that land called Britain? How is it that an empire could fall so far, especially from trading spices and yet not use said spices on their food?
Well, surprisingly, there was this one place that actually knew how to use them, especially if it's owned by these people where the spices came from.
Right.
Although there was this other place that had such delectable meat. My mouth is watering just thinking about it.
It is then that finally our wonderful player characters walk in. Oh, looks like the prodigal sons and daughters have returned to the camp.
Do you want us to give us... I think it's best we give them some space.
I think I'll stay here. Maybe they could use an old fart's wisdom. Yeah, that just leans back as he eats some of the stew while reading his book.
Oh, I'm reading.
Okay, so now that everybody's been gathered from the party, you all hear a very loud bang and a crash. And next thing you know, you hear a scream coming from Madame Ava's wagon that instantly wakes up Madame Ava.
Scream!
Oh my dear!
I'll go check.
So,
Yeah, Anna goes over to check on Madame Ava.
Alright. Anna, as you open up the door, you just see Vladislav just on the floor again, but he's on the floor again, but with Irina just huffing and puffing. He tried to choke me to death again.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
He tried choking me again.
Oh dear. Are you at least okay?
Probably
Well,
self-defense.
at least we can handle it.
Oh, Sarata, you look different.
Yes, it's a long story.
Well, in my opinion, it looks good on you. And I mean that sincerely.
Thank you. Let's just say I had a change in spiritual perspective.
Well, that's wonderful. Maybe if we have a chance to talk about it, we could have a drink together for that.
I love to.
It'll have to be that vodka that Dmitri cooked up. But that's at least something, after all.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder about some of the people at his camp. Apparently, they're getting around certain realities, and I recognize some of what they've been finding.
It's that Methuselah slowly just creeps to the other side of his log in order to keep reading his book.
Well, Cynthia, realizing that she's still in her dressing robe and Anarian still in his is still just in his breeches, he's like, would you mind us? We kind of need to get changed.
Yeah, go get dressed.
Go get changed.
Take all the time you need now.
Although our clothes kind of need a laundering, I think we're going to need to borrow some outfits for now.
Methuselah then pipes up. Actually, we got a washing station over to that wagon over there. You then see the wagon that my mouse is currently on, and it has hot water and soap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. We could use that.
You're welcome. He then turns back.
Also, before you guys ever try, do not attempt to bring in Wi-Fi or the internet to this realm at all. You don't have the resources necessary, and it would take decades to pull off.
We have
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, Sir Yapsalot?
Yeah, you don't think
Not here.
You think we didn't already try that? We sort of found that out a long ass time ago. Go, good sir.
Well, no, that's not the only other problem. Accessing that world, Ale wouldn't allow it for a nanosecond. He would deliberately fry your computers if you tried.
Oh, so that's why my flip phone doesn't work.
Wife? Alcensia's
Shit, why do you have one of those?
I too am very
Fight them
curious.
again!
No, a gaslight. I don't even know what that is.
Hand it back to where you took it from.
And that's when
Okay.
that's when Chose's Vastani character realized she was missing her. Marilia was missing something.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
let's do that
yours,
later.
Marilia.
Just playing Brick
Yes,
Breaker.
I took my phone. And that was yours.
And then, of
Sorry.
course, this has Alcencia and Anarian like, Wi-Fi? Computer? What? What the heck?
Don't want me to explain what a nuclear bomb is. Don't ask me to explain those. They're connected.
I know nothing. We know nothing.
Oh,
You are a
sort
very interesting character there, Solda.
This is
You need too much of a kick out of this.
turns to the party. You there, son, seemed like you really like to mess with people. I'm surprised
No,
you
I'm
haven't
just
had made
bet-
enemies of your party yet.
Oh no, they've already considered killing me at least once. And at this point, I'm just kind of used to knowing enough that I terrify everybody.
And there
Also-
it is.
Yeah. Also, on that Warhammer book you've been reading, don't ever go to that universe. Thanes there will gladly screw with you.
He then drops his book by accident. I'm sorry,
Oop.
what?
Oh yeah, it exists. Don't go there. The Imperium of Man is very racist. As in, if you don't fit perfectly their standard of humanity, you better be at least useful enough for them to spare long enough to get away.
Right.
He then picks up his book again and dusts it off. Ruin my fun, why don't you? He then puts it away.
Yeah,
I'll do you
Strahd
one better.
does
You know
that.
those books by C.S. Lewis? The Narnia
Right,
World?
cover Soldar's mouth. That's enough for today. Let's just continue on with what we need to do. All right?
Yeah. Ruins all
So
of
that
that.
takes the hand off his mouth. Fine! Spoil my fun, why don't ya?
Your
That-
fun is
So
spoiling everyone
Alcencia
else's good mood.
and are going over to the tent to get their bloodied clothes from the zombie apocalypse world laundered properly.
Anyway,
and,
Solda, did you clean your clothes?
Although they're obviously taking a little longer than normal because reasons.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
while they're indulging in each other's company,
Oh, God.
Hey, no doing it in doing it in there. Everyone else has laundry to do. I swear,
come on.
youngsters.
Come on, control yourself at least control yourself at least after you clean the clothes.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Do they do? Methuselah just asked, do they do that often?
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
yes.
yes. There's a reason I occasionally tell them to get a room that's their own. Oh, oi! No using the commute! Oh, the wash is a mating room! Get out of there!
Thank you. Yeah.
and then of course
was the
Irina's
druid?
like,
How is my
Oh,
druid
but
less dirty than you two?
and then of course Irina, just after she's regained her composure, she's like, "Dear gods, just how pent up were they?"
I have
Very.
Methuselah just.
The answer to that is yes. They have not had enough proper time to be alone without something interrupting them or Strahd causing problems.
You know.
Can relate. And then of course Irina looks at Soldar and goes, "Can relate a little, but anyway, I think we best help Vladislav at the moment." Let's worry about those lovebirds in there, and more worrying about our guide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
And then,
your friend, and there's a guide for you.
Not exactly. It's a long story.
Irina then
Is it so hard to say yes or absolute?
Yeah, say yes.
and then of course
Because it's not
Irina
just
like,
yes.
Shush! Absolute.
and then of course Irina elbows him in the Soldar in the ribs. Remember what happened last time?
Methuselah just shakes his head. Your party is so strange.
Thank you.
You don't
Don't
think?
make your head explode with more cursed knowledge, okay? And he
Don't.
just gives him a look of daring him to say anything in response beyond okay.
You already ruined my fun with the book series I was reading. Don't spoil another, please.
And then of
As
course
Lamazeo, that's all I'm telling you. Enjoy.
Punches Soldar.
Oh. What?
I said enough.
Fine. Let's get the Vladislav and snap him out of this stupid thing he's stuck under. Now we have idiots to kill.
and then of course Irina looks at Anna. Please tell me that while you're in the woods that you found at least something to help him out.
Yes. Oh, speaking of too, I was told to hold on. Does Serena have the thing? Yeah.
Yes,
Strahd has something to give to you. Strahd,
Yes.
can you hand her the was it that mark that she said to give to her?
It was an amulet of protection for the females of the Lesser Rescues.
Yeah.
Oh, I give it to
Irina.
Basal.
No, Irina.
Irina.
Oh, I handed it to Irina.
What's this?
A amulet of protection. I found it.
It was given to
To
you.
my. Yeah, it was given to me.
This might be able to help
Also-
Gladys. And Anna, you instantly remember the moon goddess giving you a vial full of her divine tears, and she said to give it to Vladislav. So, do you want to?
Speaking of, yeah.
What is it?
Anna would carefully pull it out and basically put Vladislav back on the bed after he's been flopped on the floor.
Well,
and then
first
make
they have to go to the tent. They first have to go to the wagon first.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that should make sure to put in the. I'm just
then,
gonna
of
stop
course,
talking.
Irina opens up the door for both Soretta and Soldar, and for Argentum and Cher.
Uh-huh.
She starts to try to lift Vladislav up, and she's like, "Ugh, he weighs a ton."
Argentum, can you help?
Do we need some help here?
I'd appreciate that, Paladin. Yes.
Yeah, that's your job.
Argentum takes one side. Here we go.
And then as Irina and Argentum places Vladislav back on the bed, you both just hear him just still continue to breathe harshly.
Anna, the water.
Hold on. I'm doing it now. Anna gives him feeds him the vial of tears.
And as he drinks, and as you force him to drink it, Irina feels the amulet of protection, and let's just say that Theodore's voice rings out. Remember to keep this on you, young one. You will need it.
Is this at Theodore? Is this at Vladislav, or is that at Irina?
At Irina.
She then nods and then quickly puts it around her neck underneath, along with her holy symbol and underneath her scarf. All right.
And then Anna, as you're done forcing the last of the tears into his mouth, he starts to slowly breathe normally before waking up and shock and accidentally hitting you in the head with his own forehead. Oh my gosh! Oh, my head! Oh!
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, kid.
He's smooth.
Oh. Oh gosh, my eyes, they hurt from behind. Like,
You went
Vlad-
through a lot. Just
Vladislav,
don't
you all
question
right?
it for now.
Vladislav, you all right?
I'm fine. I just have a massive headache. And it feels like there's pressure built up behind my eyes. Oh.
Yeah, there is. You got doped up ridiculously hard with aphrodisiacs.
What?
Finally awake, huh?
Don't
Sure.
lay information like that on him when he first gets up.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you any more than that. You don't want the details till the headache goes away. Talk to me after that, okay?
how was I
And then,
supposed
of
to know? I'm
course,
not supposed to say
just quickly smacks Soldar in the arm.
What else was I supposed to tell him?
Tell
Don't
him,
tell him anything.
he's recovered.
Look, Vaslav, for now, rest. We'll get fluids to you. You are not moving from here until that headache's gone. I mean it. If I have to have Aurelium or even Cher take a bear form and sit on you, I will. Non-negotiable.
Wait.
Zara says, well, some people actually kind of enjoy that sort of thing, so I don't know how much of a threat that is.
Well, no, he wouldn't. That's kind of why I'm threatening the bear.
It's Argentum. Soldar
Oh,
just
right, Argentum. My name keeps mixing up the name.
It's okay.
My mind keeps mixing up.
I mean, it is like the new name, so it's probably gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit.
He's new. It's like,
Wait. Cher could turn into a owlbear now?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can change it to owl bear.
Yes,
I did
sir.
not think that was possible, but I am going to call deity shenanigans and leave it there.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
He then slowly just pans across all of you. What happens? All I remember was getting into that carriage, and then everything just
Well.
goes black after that.
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey bullshit. That's all you need to know.
Short version without traumatizing you, we saw you fade into black mist, and then Shar decided to yeet us across multiple worlds dealing with zombies.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Like
Our-
put
our
me
friends,
and Elcincia and Anarian into 3 months of zombies. With the guns from one of those worlds I warned you guys details about. Short version, that was a special level of stress for even me. And I don't like being reminded of the fact I'm very good at gun warfare.
Well, that explains why you smell of death. I'm not surprised
Well,
everyone else hasn't thrown up at your stench. Haven't you showered recently?
I haven't had a chance. We came back from there with everyone else. We found you. Oh, we brought you here. You were not anywhere near sane.
And then, of course,
Again,
I
I'm
ran
not telling you
quickly get
details till you're better.
Alright, how about this? Gotta kick Soldar out of the wagon. You go wash that
Ow!
plane. Anyway, closes the curtain thing.
And then, of course, Irina pops her head out long enough to say, I suggest going into the river to bathe, preferably somewhere where no one can see you. Then closes the door.
Ha, ha.
I bathed in the river earlier. It was cold.
Nice.
Argentum looks down at his new tunic. Yeah, quite a bit has happened while you were incapacitated.
It's then this Vladislav gets a good look at Aurelius's new attirement.
Huh. I can see that. I know you were off-put by the Thunder, and then obviously switched the helm, but who are you in pact with now?
The moon goddess Salune.
Huh.
The same
And-
goddess that I now serve.
He then turns
Aye.
to Soretta to see her, and he just like. Have you ever seen those animes where it's just like a blank face with two white eyes? Two white
Yeah.
eyes. That's his face right now before he slaps himself. Ah, I see. So you finally got rid of Pale Whore then.
Yes, but as you can see, some of her influence still lingers.
Well, that explains the pale skin and eyes. What's
And
going
long
on,
hair.
She thought it would be funny, but Celine was able to heal me as much as he could, and now I serve her.
He smiles.
And then, of course, Irina puts her arm around her shoulder. And I promised her a drink in honor of her new patronage.
I see.
So, Soretta, you know what your outfit and hair remind me of now?
What does it remind me of?
The North Star, the first star of the night.
The North Star? Why that?
It is a light that most trackers use to find their way home.
Vladislav then tilts his head to the side. Huh. I can actually see it.
Zaretta kind of blushes at Vladislav's comment.
Anyways, he then just rubs his head. So what happens now?
First, you get
We have-
rested and recovered, then we'll head back to my house to reconvene with everybody else.
We also technically have 4 days before Strahd expects an answer from us. Also, the ambassador has a proposition in which Strahd forced her to relay to us that she has to now relay to you.
And
I'll go and fetch her. Hopefully she's done stooping that vampire of hers.
how those two not ended up having kids by now, I will never know.
Something about him being a spawn. They can't have children. I don't know.
Well, at least she doesn't worry about an unwanted pregnancy.
Vladislav then just turns to Soretta, and why wouldn't they want to have kids?
I
Well,
don't
it's not
know.
right now when we're in the middle of like a life or death situations, randomly.
Well, I know.
Zaretta
Once
kinda
everything is calmed down, they can wait for Soldar to help them out.
Zaretta kind of gestures at what she just said.
Huh.
And of course, Irina's like, she has a fair point.
Hmm.
Then of course she walks out to go and fetch Alcencia.
I'll ask Madam to make something easier for you to eat. With that, Anna leaves.
Thanks, Anna. He then just rubs his neck.
Does he notice that there's something there on his neck?
I mean, of course, that's how it works.
He does, but he's
Oh
not
yes, my
saying
neck is a neck.
Well, he does feel it, but he doesn't say a word. He then turns to Sharon Argentum. So, what did you guys do?
We saved the world. No, but serious. We just killed zombies and from hurting you, or was I'm not supposed to say that? I don't know. We did stuff.
Yeah, we had to
Important.
deal with the crazy brides that took you as well.
Brides.
And I make a serious thing funny when I wasn't supposed to.
You're good.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Meanwhile, with Alcencia, Anarnian, and Irina, you see Methuselah just waiting outside. He looks up to see Irina. Let me guess, you're gonna try to break up the two lovebirds?
Alcencia needs the ambassador. The blonde needs to speak with our guide, and hopefully I can stop them. I can. You then hear a very loud moan coming from that particular tent.
Lord have mercy.
I am just breaking this up now. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
She then opens the flap to just yell at the both of them. Enough, you two! Vladislav needs to speak with you, specifically, Elsincia. And then, of course, she's like, well, that's perfect timing. And he's like, and then Anarian backs up. Quite impeccable, dear little cleric. They then walk out, and they're currently in their They got their armor and their clothes back on, but it's obviously still a little damp from the fact that they were just laundered.
Oh.
But those are just chuckles. You two are gonna get hypothermia like that.
And then of course Elsincia just tells him, once I sit by a bonfire, I should be fine. Same with Anarian. He's like, and then Anarian just smirks at him. Well, the hypothermia doesn't really bother me since I'm eternally cold.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's sure as hell uncomfortable.
So then, of course, Irina just practically pushes Elsincia forward. That's enough. That's enough twittering, you two lovebirds. We have business.
Meanwhile, Soldo walks up soaking wet, but at least clean. Why did no one tell me I smelt that bad? Because now I notice.
And then this immediately gets Irina perking her nose and looking at Elsincia and Anarian. Oh my god, you two are going to need a bath after this.
Uh-huh.
So Soldar immediately looks and goes, you didn't stop them in time, did ya?
Well, I thought I timed it perfectly, but apparently not.
Throw them in the river later.
And then, of course, Elsincia's like, I got this, never mind. She then sprays on some very exotic perfume. Elda Antorica. Made courteously by my beloved. He's like, I really miss my calling as a perfumer.
You're gonna make freaking Anna pass out from the perfume.
It's roses, blackberry.
At least it's natural ingredients. It could be far worse.
So Elsincia comes into the wagon and stops in front of Vladislav's bed with Anarian a good few feet behind her.
So, now that everyone's assembled, I guess, what are we going to do?
Well, we 4 days before Strahd expects an answer from us. And
there are shenanigans from that castle we have to deal with, some of which I and Argentum are oath-bound to not speak the details of at the moment, so that's annoying. We have a mountain to check out with at least one, if not multiple things we have to deal with there. With, like, who knows how many things tied to the abyss and that being radiating from that area. And I'm trying to remember, what else do we have to worry about besides those psycho brides?
Cher, you remember that you keep hearing this voice calling for Vasilisa.
I keep hearing a voice from Vasilisa.
Joy!
Oh, Joy, we that's one more on the pile. Okay, who thinks what we can do first?
Well, Elsincia then sits on Vladislav's bedside and tells him the truth of what Strahd told her that she has to do. Just to fill you in, because everybody else has been informed. I apparently committed an act of sedition against Strahd, and he's using that to hold over my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's being a dick.
Yeah,
he gave me 2 conditions to alleviate the charge.
Yeah. I guess what they were.
Let me speak on this, Soldar.
Sorry.
The first of which was to try to convince Soretta to accept Strahd's patronage. Obviously, that didn't happen.
And I assume that is going to piss him off even more, or rather, it's going to piss off his apprentice Ludmilla more because she's now bound to Seluna.
Yep.
And the other is he told me to do whatever it took to get you away from Barovia.
And odds are we won't be able to leave until the prophecy is dealt with, which means that's off the table, sadly.
Well, he told me to use any means of necessary to convince you to forego your mission and leave Barovia for good.
Yeah.
He didn't mention any. Basically, we're stuck here, but since you have the freedom to come and go, he's just telling you walk away.
He then just sighs. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He then just ponders. However, let's see. Names.
Names.
Elsensia, you then remember that, one of the main options to get rid of Ladislav was to have him somehow marry Lissa von Zarovich. You alright
And-
there, Elsensia?
I am having let's just say he told me to offer you something so disgusting. I'm not going to repeat it until you are of mind to listen to it.
You don't repeat it either, yaps a lot.
Soldar, immediately realizing what it is, goes, I am saying nothing. I am not risking his headache.
Mm.
And I see.
At this point, Anna returns with the stew from Hedemiva. Here. She said this should be easy for you to eat.
Thanks, Sana. He then just starts basically drinking it by using the spoon.
Anna, make sure he doesn't ask too many questions so I don't accidentally say anything.
Understood. And if you do start saying something, I'll punch you.
Not the face, not the ribs. I'll take an arm punch to at least knock me out of talking.
We'll see.
Or a hand over the mouth if need be.
That works too. I'm going to admit that my bad habits are unfortunately going to get us in trouble at this point if we don't contain me.
Why not?
Also, again, what do we want to deal with first?
Probably with the mountain since we're already over here.
That is true.
Unfortunately, we have to cross into Valaki to get to the Gaucus Mountains. Then we have to cross into an ancient pass. Possibly go to this one place that is said to be incredibly haunted before we can even get up the mountain. And it's rumored to be guarded by a very vicious bird.
What kind of bird?
Something called a toll rock.
I've already survived this long. Let's try it out.
Okay, the Soldar. Do I need to roll like a history check or something for Soldar to recognize that, or no?
It would have to be a nature check.
And I have no bonus for that. So,
Do I roll anything?
I mean, if you want to.
If you want to, Chelsea. But just
Okay.
a note.
You'll take a spell slot.
No, I won't
No.
take a spell slot, but your check for nature's a +2.
I got a 17 on that, actually.
Okay, so Eldar, you remember that toll rocks are massive birds the size of... you remember the eagles from Lord of the Rings?
Those?
They're the size of eagles, but they're much more vicious.
Soldar, remembering what that is, goes, oh, one of the, please tell me it's only one. That's at least maybe manageable, as he says, getting high-pitched and a little worried.
Well, one person, basically a troop of. Well, the last time that there was a party of adventurers from about 50 years ago, they came across it. Only seven adventurers came to its nest. Only 5 came out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my worry. Well, at the very least, I'm the one who has the record of coming back to life, so that means there's at least one person who can volunteer here as a potential meat shield if I have to. I'm gonna hate it, but okay.
Okay, I rolled a 3, and then I re-rolled for a 10 to get a 13.
I mean, it's not how that works, but okay.
Just, eh.
Well, it's technically 2 rolls. You're only supposed to do 1.
Yeah, but I got a low number.
I know.
Yeah, this is the best
Well, I
of us.
think for now. Well, I think for now, for today, at least we recuperate from our misadventures across the docklands.
Yeah.
On a hold your nose. Yeah, some of you need to take a second bath.
Yeah. Elsentia, Narian, River, now.
And of course, Anarian's like, well, here's the problem with that. I can't go into wanting water.
Oh, crap.
You'll
That's
melt?
right. Do we have a place we can bathe him separately?
Why not just grab a bucket and then just toss the water at him?
Running water. I'll
Is
get
this
back.
like Ranma thing? He gets splashed by water, he turns into a girl.
No, different thing. General vampire rules, they can't pass anything that's a running body of water, no matter how small. And that includes, like, throwing water on them. You have to actually have them have a still bath. Soldar Armila goes, do you guys have any buckets big enough that can be used for a bathing bucket? Like to sit in?
Methuselah just looks like you're all and just shakes his head. Only one who does have one is Madame Eva, and you have to ask her for it.
Or you know what? Just have him turn to a bat, and then essentially you can wash him in like a cup or something.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Would that
Donna?
actually work?
Yes.
And then,
So
of
you've
course,
done it before.
Anarian's
Okay, fine.
Oh, I haven't really tried that, but okay. Turns into a bat
sure
and then
he'll
just
like it.
wanders over to Elsensia's open palms. She's like, I'll take care of him from here.
Okay, now I'll come back to you. Stop smelling. Also, don't get frisky again.
And then, of course, the bat just starts squeaking angrily at you, Soldar.
I will send Aelith to go get you.
And then, of course, the bat also starts squeaking angrily at you, Anna.
Oh, don't give me that.
Narian, if it weren't for what just happened earlier, we wouldn't be this way. Don't complain when you get caught. He's got this deadpan look on his face of annoyance, and then you see his wing outstretch, and he curls two parts of his wings in to form a very familiar gesture.
You gesture flipped off by a bat.
Good sir, do
Soldar
I need to have
immediately
Aelith peck you?
says the following. One,
Sure,
very impressive. Full marks, you can actually do that in that form. 2, don't care.
You're saying, Anna?
Like,
And then
how
I'll
about I have
send
either Aelith peck you or I will
Diva,
mark you
please.
myself.
Diva, please. Anna
Sorry.
was going. Anna, please.
I was gonna say, like, either I'll have Aelith peck you or I will bonk you on the head myself once you're back to form.
And then, of course, Elsensia's like, come on now, love. Let's get out of here before you do something that you're going to regret. And then, of course, he makes a huffing noise and just buries his head in her palms. I'll be back in a minute.
Enjoy. Not too much.
Oh, you didn't have to add the last part, Soldar.
Yeah.
I was worried I had to because I didn't want to take another chance of them being frisky.
Honestly, kids these days do the darndest things.
And they're not kids, which is scary to me.
Soretta, you remember that they willingly put off their night of passion just to make sure that you were safe, so What do you feel about that?
She feels kind of embarrassed, but she doesn't really speak out of that embarrassment because she
But you're-
did kind of what?
So your cheeks are kind of glowing a little pink.
Yeah,
What were you about to say? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You
me?
okay there, Serena?
Yeah. Hmm?
You okay there, Serena? You look a little pink.
Yeah. I was just remembering a little embarrassing memory from not too long ago.
Soldar immediately recognizing what's going on. Oh, right. And that felt kind of silly for what I've said, but at the same time, it's too late. Ugh.
Let me guess. Narnian was shirtless.
Partly that. It's a different bit. I'll let them tell if they want to. I'm not going into details at this point. Ugh.
Not going to.
Nonsense we're going to have to deal with. So if there's
Anna
gonna
puts
be
her hand
trouble-
down. Good.
So if we're going to have trouble getting to the mountains, is there anything else we could potentially deal with? And,
Well, Irina's like, well, I was hearing that voice that Shara's hearing. It was coming from the same direction as Valaki.
Well, that limits that. Argentum, do you remember any clue of where we need to look for that issue? Aurelius?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm here.
I just asked if I had Soldar ask your character if he remembered any of details about what that one ghost lady had told them about out in the castle.
Okay, so I gotta try to remember now. It's been a bit on my end.
It's been a bit on all our ends. I'm trying to remember it myself, and I'm.
She asked that if there was a way for her to pass on to the afterlife without the fear of going to the fugue plane to walk for all eternity, she would take it.
Yeah, she was thinking about it. She was wondering about the way to get to the afterlife without wandering eternity.
Didn't you two just say that? Didn't you just say that it had to be a bit more secretive there, Solar, last we checked?
I wasn't saying that in character. He was.
Well,
Or
Actually, you're whispering that amongst yourselves.
All right.
Okay.
okay.
Never mind. That works.
Yeah.
Fugue planes. I remember that now. There are a few ways. Problem is, we might have to find a way to transport her spirit out of the castle first.
That would be
And
the best
of course, yes, Argentum.
I just think that would be the best bet, Solda.
And Argentum, you realize that since Saluna was offering mercy to both of you guys, maybe she might be able to come up with a way to help her.
Anna has the communicator device for her.
Maybe Salunum could help us out here.
Good call. Hey, Anna, you still have that means of contact, Saluna? We might need to run something past her really quickly. Just the two of, just me and Argentum.
Oh, all
You
right.
can give it to him, he'll give it back, but at the same time, we're going to need to talk to her quickly.
All right then. Like almost reluctantly, Anna gives Argentum the communicator thing.
It's a amulet. It's a holy symbol of
It's
Saluna. It's inlaid with moonstones that had been personally blessed by Saluna.
Yeah.
Hence the reason.
Yeah,
for
Anna almost
the
reluctantly hands it
paladin.
over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and mind you, Anna just got that too, because she
Fair.
really wanted to talk with Saluna. There's a lot of habits you don't know about Anna.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. If you remember how to channel through an amulet, now's your time, Emergentum, because we're gonna need to run this past her quickly, and if we don't need to do anything, that's at least one less hassle to worry about.
Okay, I think to activate it, I would recommend a wisdom check.
Just him?
I was gonna say more so a religion check.
Well, I was thinking wisdom because that's what clerics use to channel their magic, if that's okay.
Well, the reason I say religious because it literally is a religious item that they're using.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's
Zelda,
candles.
your religion check is a +3, and hold on one second. And Argentum Moonbringer, yours for religion is a +3 as well.
Well, let's
And
see
you
what
have
I
to get
can-
above a 7.
Oh, I think we're good.
Yeah, we are very good.
I got a 12. He got a 22. We're golden.
Alrighty. It is then that as you both decide to use this item, your minds go to a different plane. It is that of moonlight, sparkles, and that therein is Saloon's plane that you both meet her at.
I wasn't expecting the both of you to speak with me so quickly.
We've remembered something we have to deal with that you might be able to help faster with.
Oh, what do you need?
There's a soul trapped in Strahd's castle, a lady. We don't know much about her. She just wants a chance to pass on without wandering any sort of hasting or abyssal planes, as it were. I don't have the exact plane off the top of my head. It's been too much crazy, and I just had to bathe in the river because I smelled of zombies.
Saluna thinks, and then she closes her eyes, and she's trying to get a glimpse. Oh, that poor little girl. Lathander, why?
Again with... What did my grandfather do now?
Oh, a bloody
Your
gore.
grandfather?
He
Never mind.
paused.
Sasha Ivilaskova was a cleric of Lathander. She fought in a rebellion against Strahd, only Strahd decided to make an example by giving her mercy. And that mercy was to turn her.
And Lathander, like his usual dumb self, is immediately in the abandons a loyal worshiper when saving her would get more worship and followers. How is he still a deity at this point when Ael's rules are very strict about that?
I know his mindset, which I do not approve of, is if she had the decency, if she wanted to ensure that she followed his tenets to bring forth new life from death, she should have ended her life before Strahd bit her.
Who?
And despite the fact that's not a guarantee of working, and also that technically isn't bringing new life, that's just causing death. I keep forgetting how much of a hypocritical fool he is at times. So, can you help her, Lady Saluna?
I can try, but you will have to. Sorry, I'm getting feedback on my end. Sorry. I can try, but it depends on her. You would have to bring my holy symbol before her, and I can speak with her one-on-one.
That should hopefully not be too hard. Well, that at least gives us a timetable of when to deal with that. Is there anything we should have on hand before going to her? A soul crystal to transport her or something? Anything like that?
Oh, I know. The candles, housemen, whatever charm stuff.
Okay, Chelsea, just a reminder, this is just me and Rias's character, and you can't technically hear this because it's a different plane of existence.
I was just sidetracked. I was just commentating.
Oh, never mind, carry on.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm not sure, but I have no doubt when you next enter into Castle Ravenloft again, it's not going to be it's not just going to be dinner with Strahd. There's going to be some conflict there.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of why I'm wondering what to do. This ain't
Well,
Nern where I can get a black soul gem, and even then I risk putting her soul in worse torment with those things.
Well, for now, just bring my holy symbol to her. I'll speak with her, and I'll decide then what I can do. It'll depend on her choice, though. She did serve Lathander for so long.
You may have to convince her that this is her only out. And try and transport her soul through the amulets, because that might be our safest bet there.
Well, I have no doubt that once this curse is lifted, her spirit should be able to move on to the afterlife. It's just a matter of who she claims as her patron god.
And Lathander's looking like he's in Ao's very much you ain't keeping your divinity list, which I haven't seen him break that out around these realms in a while.
Let's just say, I used to consider him a friend until I saw what he did to not only Shantia, who, need I remind you, was one of my first creations, but also how he treated you and others of his lineage.
Yeah, I know. Finding out how many have been related to me through him that have suffered worse. If I had the chance, I would personally carve off a limb while he's mortal, but I'm assuming Shanti, he will be very, very upset if I harm him.
While her relationship with him is quarrelsome, she does not wish to harm him.
Which is why I know for a fact I wouldn't get away with that without a heck of a lot harsher punishments. Ooh. I'm still of the opinion he should be forced to limp across the lands and not walk, but I'll leave that up to them.
Believe you me, when I found out how badly he was treating Shanti, I was ready to slap him.
Yeah.
Of course, she held me back and told me that he was her problem to deal with, not me. I appreciate her for her independence, but sometimes there are things that a mother must do.
My advice, when he's mortal, anything shy of outright permanent harm is probably on the table. So, tormenting him in his sleep would probably work.
My mood may wax and wane, Soldar, but at the moment, I'm not considering it. But speak to me about this again when the moon is at its crescent peak.
I wasn't considering just night terrors. A full moon can be very bright at night, which can make for some sleeping very difficult because of the sheer amount of light.
Anyway, how is Soretta faring?
She seems to have been doing very well, all so far. I haven't, since I've met up with her again, I haven't seen her this happy and relaxed ever.
That's good. But just be warned.
Yeah.
But just be warned. Agents of my sister might be gathering.
Oh, I would not be surprised. Problem is, since you gave her something near equal to that crystal Usagi has, and with my lineage in her, I'm expecting her power to grow much faster and much farther.
That particular crystal was not my gift to her. That crystal was a gift from me to her mother.
Oh, right, I forgot. You're her grandmother, aren't you?
I can't fully comment on the matter.
That's a yes, and you and I both know it. Also, am I gonna have to worry about my own daughter becoming a deity soon, or no?
There's no need to worry about that. But there are plenty who will seek her divine blood for nefarious ends.
Oh, great. So I have to teach her how to be a lot more thoroughly vicious when need be. Well, that's good bonding time.
There is a reason why I gave her coven leniency if they choose to repent of their actions.
Ooh. Now that's a fun plan. Wait. Are you planning something similar to the Senshi?
Soldar, I can't predict these things.
You're anticipating at the very least. There's only one reason you would want a coven of female magic users based around your powers, with my daughter tied potentially as the next head of it.
Soldar, I can't promise anything, nor can I guarantee anything. I have to account for their will, after all.
Oh, I know. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of them say no. At the very least, hopefully most, if not all do accept it, because that at least means she's protected at this point, not have to worry as much.
That you at least inform her about the option for leniency. I already know Artem is not going to take kindly to me telling you that, nor about my choice.
Yeah. I will remind her. I will make certain she remembers that as soon as we're done here. Is there anything else I need to worry about that you might know, or that we all need to worry about when I get back to them?
Pale Knight is enraged. When I took the contract from her own domain, she tried to attack me, of course.
I expected that.
Unfortunately, she's sent her agents on the move. She's made a particularly cruel and personal choice.
Oh boy. Well, at least we already know where part of her mortal remains are. Should make dealing with her entirely not that hard. I did roast Tash to a crisp a good bit ago, so shouldn't be too hard to deal with her with help.
Just a reminder, Pale Knight is not just one entity. She's multiple demons in one body.
How many? 3, 5?
I've lost count after Lissa Minoway joined forces with the Pale Mother and devoured her.
Oh dear. Yep, that's gonna be a big fight. Well, thank you for that.
You may only need to destroy Lissa Minoway at the core.
Oh, that shouldn't be too hard. I might even let my daughter handle the final blow of that. Should be cathartic. All right. Aside from Pale Knight, are we good? Are we good for anything we need to worry about beyond just generally Strahd?
He'll be coming in the next 4 days, and he'll be expecting an answer. And I fear both your daughter and the ambassador, Alcincia, her friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's got intentions for both of them, and if he can get his hands on Irina, he'll prioritize her the most.
So we need to pull so we'll worry about the lady in the castle, the former cleric to my grandfather when we get there. For now, I think it's head to those mountains and deal with Pale Knight, unless you have a better idea of where we need to go.
There's currently a place in Vallaki where you should be able to hide from Strahd where you should be able to protect the girls from Strahd upon this when he comes here looking for them.
All right, where is that?
There's a church in Vallaki that's been blessed by Lathander. St. Andrew's Cathedral, St. Andrew's Church.
All right. I will inform them of that.
If Soretta, Alcincia, and Irina can stay there, and on the 7th, on the day that Strahd is due to make his arrival, he should be delayed in giving out what he considers his proper punishments.
Which gives us a chance to deal with this.
But be careful. There are two powers that are vying for control of Vallaki. You need to find someone to fill in a potential void.
Is it gonna be Vladislav? Because I really don't feel like I could ask him safely right now.
It could be Vladislav. It could be another.
There's another potential candidate?
I can't name who it is, but at the same time, beware of false faces.
Okay.
Great, that again.
And also beware of allies that might actually be enemies.
Yeah. That'll be fun, because now we've got a few lists we're going to have to watch for. They're probably in the camp. All right. Thanks.
This is where I leave you.
Mm-hmm.
And Argentum.
Hi.
The voice of whom you seek is also in this is also in Vallaki. Be sure.
I very much appreciate it. I will be on the lookout.
Good. Be careful, though. She is housed in one of these two vying. She is housed in one of these two vying powers.
Noted.
And then you're brought back into the physical world.
Well, that's an info dump. Anna, your amulet.
Thank you. She quickly takes it and puts it away carefully.
Oh, good lord! There's so much we have to worry about. Okay, not giving details away. We'll handle our own bit with that one thing in from Strahd's castle later. In order that I can and tell everyone here, listen up. We'll inform the others when they come back from baiting. Actually, are they back yet or not?
Alcensia then comes in with clean clothes and Anarian looking all spiffy in his elven form.
Oh, good, you're back. Sit down. We have the details from Saluna. We need to talk now.
And then, of course, Alcencia's like, that's going to be very convenient, isn't it?
We literally have contact with one of the higher primordials. Yes, we're going to have a lot of that since we're probably near finishing up things, oddly enough. So, in order, and Sarah, please take note, you are going to be involved in a good chunk of this directly.
All right.
First, Pale Knight's gotten enraged and is going to be sending in people after you and us. Also, if she didn't mention, I'm going to say it now, your coven has a potential for all of them potentially to have mercy under Saluna's own care. So if and when you meet up with them, that'll have to be something you do your best to convince them of.
I will try my best.
And Pale Knight's already sending some nonsense after us as well. Good news, her mortal remains and also an altar connecting to her are in that one mountain. And Lissa Minaway is the core of her. So that glaive might be an easy thing to just kill her for good with, hopefully severing the rest of her contracts. Beyond that, regarding Strahd, on day 7, Vallaki has a church to Lathander that will be able to keep you, Alcencia and I forgot the third lady,
Irina.
Irina safe from him delving out his quote punishment on the day he's set to return. So before that day hits, it's in any capacity, you three need to be in there. You're hunkered down. Do not leave for the entirety of that day until we know he's gone.
Well, that's certainly a relief to know that that's a possibility. And then Irina's like, I keep telling Ismark that there was a place there that could protect me. He didn't believe me.
You didn't know where, though.
I hinted
I think it was in
that I was
Vallaki.
leaving to Vallaki.
Oh, right, in Vallaki. Argentum and someone else has been hearing a voice hinting at going somewhere. That's also in Vallaki. So we have a lot that's easily right down there.
That would be Cher and Irene.
Yeah. Hearing voices.
Irene, that voice is also in Vallaki. So again, we got places. We got a lot that's already right there. Hopefully that can be easily resolved. Beyond that, anything else we have to worry about, Strahd's bride or anything else, hopefully we can deal with that as we come to it. But I have no clue what else is going on that we might have to immediately worry about. That's all I could get out of her. That's all she seemed able to say.
I see.
Good to know.
Yep, so we're on a clock. So, Vladislav, how are you feeling?
Still Still have a massive headache, but I probably should be good to go in the morning.
Then this entire
Good.
day is rest and prep up. Everyone stock up on everything we need that we know of, and check the wares from other worlds. We might find useful things. In fact, I'm
Probably
gonna go
need
check and see if they have a few detailed things.
might have to make a few. Might have to buy a few things from the local Vistani here.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what
I'll
I'm
see if I can
expecting.
negotiate a price. I should be able to negotiate a price.
All right, I'll go with you. We look at the wares. We make certain we get some. Because if they've been to the world, I think they've been to. There's a lot there. Here that if they brought it with besides those books, it'll be very useful.
Okay.
And I mean mundane, everyday to that world stuff that we will find ridiculously valuable.
Got it. Anything else?
Beyond that, rest up, be well fed, make sure we all get a good long rest. As soon as first light breaks, we move.
Okay.
All right.
We only have a few days at most before Strahd makes his move, and we need to make sure you three and everyone else is at least in or near the church.
And then, of course, Irene. And then, of course, Anna, you realize that you still need to get to your place for some extra supplies.
Oh yeah. I need to stop by my house for some stuff real quick.
All right.
Do you need me to come with you, Anna?
I'd recommend you stay here with Vladislav. Since
You want me to stay too?
Yes.
Okay.
You and the paladin and Irina protect him. I can go by myself.
All right.
Okay.
Are you sure?
And then, of course, Irina's like, I know that the other bride seems to have had a bit of a change of heart, but are you sure that it should be safe?
I know my way around the woods. It should be fine.
All right. Be quick though. Get everything you can and come back as soon as possible.
Got it. If something for some god's forsaken reason does happen, I'll send Aelith to you.
All right.
All right.
Right. And she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Anna guy, I would like you to roll a perception check for Vladislav.
What's his proficiency bonus with it?
Proficiency for Vladislav is. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I keep finding the wrong thing. Why does my thing keep not popping it up?
Also, if you hear another voice in the background, that is my little brother with his friends on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that comes in here and bullies me.
Okay, so your perception stat, his perception modifier is a +1.
I got 15.
Okay, so he's definitely noticing that there isn't just bite marks on Irina's neck. There's also strangulation marks on her neck.
Irina, are you okay? You look like you got choked out.
That was when you were in a delirium.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You've been very out of it. Don't ask for more details till you're better. I mean it. I will. He'll be the one slapping hands over your ears if need be. Lightly, of course, but you don't need to know details. You can handle it physically and mentally. Focus on recovery. Don't focus on anything else.
A six-sided die gets thrown at your nose and you feel it sting. Yeah, I get it, Soldar. You can stop with the theatrics.
He just loves theatrics.
Yeah. Irina's like, I'm afraid I'm siding with the sorcerer here, Vladislav.
Irina, it's not your fault. Don't freak out over anything. He wasn't himself. He's barely recovered as is. Don't worry about it till he can more process it himself, please. We already have enough problems. We don't need to borrow trouble.
Like, he just sinks into the bed that he's in. I see.
Don't brood. I don't need you being mentally and emotionally while only being physically okay.
He's just tired.
I promise you, Vladislav, I want you to promise me something.
What is that?
She then holds one of his hands in both of hers. Please promise me that when you do hear of everything that happened, that you won't hurt yourself.
Why would I hurt myself?
Don't.
Just please promise me.
He then just
Soldar
looks...
immediately.
He then just...
Soldar looks right at him and gives him a
Soldar-
look of saying agree.
Soldar!
Servant,
Sorry.
let this play out, please.
He then
Sorry.
he then looks around to try to read everyone's faces. I guess I'll roll another perception check.
Okay, +1.
Natural 21. So what is everyone's like honest faces look like right now to him?
Soldar's basically proclaimed, do not go for details.
Whoops.
And Anarian's got
Puppy
this.
eyes.
Anarian's got this hollowed look in his eyes, and Alcencia is just holding his hand very tightly and looking at him with concern, but also looking at Vladislav's with a sad look on her face.
He then turns to... He then,
What about Argentum and Soretta?
Zra's...
Whoops.
What?
What's Soretta's face saying?
Great concern at the situation.
And what about you, Argentum? Rias?
He said he went potty.
Oh.
Probably just like a face of concern. If I had to guess.
Or something. I'm like, I'm also worried about the situation.
A concern and sympathy, probably.
Given that he's a paladin and
so it is with all of these faces, especially Cher's very cute teary eyes, that he just sighs. I promise.
All right. Remember that. Just remember that.
He nods. He then looks down at the hand that she's still holding.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I
It's
probably shouldn't be talking to you so soon.
Young love.
it's
Ah!
Why don't you get back that fast?
Like, I'm a hunter. I'm supposed to be fast.
but you
There's
just
fast and then there's lightning. Just hit the ladder. I am very impressed.
How did you? When did you?
Why
Don't
did
question
you?
it. I know people, alright? I'm part of a guild after all.
Pretty sure
Oh,
guild
since
doesn't include a
this,
teleportation relay.
Alcencia is just smirking to herself, trying not to laugh.
I mean, also, Dimitri's doing well, so that's one less worry.
Miss Rena, what is your take on this?
Well, what was it again?
Irina was holding Vladislav's hands very closely, and he got embarrassed, and she got embarrassed, and then Anna's like, "Oh, young love."
She's slightly a bit jealous, though she doesn't know why.
Vladislav just sighs. Anna, please don't tease us like that.
It was only the one time. Oh, chill out.
You
After all,
you did it a number of
this is
times.
not to the same. This is not to the same degree that that one over there, she points at Elsensia, tried to pull on me and my friend Dimitri, but I digress.
He then turns to Elsensia. You did what between her and Dimitri?
What? She was very clearly fond of the boy.
There she goes again.
Well, to be fair to her, Anna, you do seem to have some sort of infatuation with him, of sort.
Then be prepared to be teased.
I hate you so much.
Ah, kids these days say the darndest things.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Elsensia, and you know you love her. Obviously not romantically, of course, but...
I'm sorry.
This is a...
What was
You're
that,
starting
Narnian?
to care.
Could you repeat that, anime guy?
What was that, Narnian?
You love her. Obviously not romantically, but you care about her.
I mean, I do with all of my friends.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm his friend.
Well, this kind of feels more like a bond between siblings than just mere friends between the two of you.
Right.
Anyways, here.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, Vlad, Vladislav, I've been alive for over 200 years. I recognize these things.
And yet you seem to recognize when to not try to be a rabbit in heat. Or find when it's appropriate to be.
When you have a darling as beautiful as Elsensia!
Right.
He got you there, Batty.
Right. Newsflash, Narnian. We're in the middle of a very dangerous place beyond any comforting world that you know of. That certainly needs to be put on the back burner, and you must focus. Thinking about when you get your next sleeping time is a bit off-putting, especially when on a mission like this.
Well, gee, when you're dealing with memories that you do not want to have, you look for any outlet you can find.
And how is that supposed to be an outlet? Was it
Oh.
part of your traumas?
Kid, you don't want to know some of the things adults do to cope with things.
And then, of course, Anarian's like, just remember that promise that Irina told you to keep, because I'm going to hold her onto that.
Why her?
Believe you me, when the time comes and you try to break it, I'm going to make sure you keep it.
Okay, I have to be the one who says it, apparently. Please calm down. And if I have to say it, you know it got out of hand.
Fine. Now, if you excuse me, I need, as much as my darling's invigorating, I do need something a little bit more filling.
Chomp on the neck. Or arm.
I'll just probably end up either finding myself a squirrel or hopefully a bear.
Why a bear specifically?
Well, they're the closest thing I can get to. Well, last time I fought a bear, I lived, and it took a little of my blood. I drank all of it. I drank all of his.
Ever heard about a proportional response? That seems a bit overkill.
Well, I actually felt full after that. Something I hadn't felt in 200 years at the time. Believe you me, when you spend all your life feeding off of rats and bugs, anything tastes better than that.
Anywho, Is there any extra tents that I could possibly be inside of, since this is, well, Madame Ava's carts from the looks of it?
Madam Ava comes in and is like, I have no problem you staying here, dearie.
But this is your bed, though, ma'am.
Vladislav, with the destiny that you have in store for you, the minor even the smallest comforts are for your benefit.
There goes people thinking I'm some sort of answer to someone's prayers. Look, I am not even sure if I'm even supposed to be a part of fulfilling this prophecy, ma'am.
At this point, it's basically been confirmed by indirect observations.
We've had literal deities pointing that it's you, Vladislav. Please stop arguing about that. There might be one... Oh, I forgot that. Seluna mentioned there might be one who could replace you, but it's not a guarantee. So at this point, unless we know for certain, you may as well just get used to it.
He sighs. Fine.
And then, of course, Madam Ava pikes up. Sometimes one finds themselves on the path of destiny when they're trying to avoid it.
I've heard a saying once about power in another story. It is said that it is sought by those who want it most but are the least deserving, but it is avoided and thrust upon by those who desire it least but are the most deserving. You might actually be the one who's meant to do it despite not wanting it.
Right. Anyways.
But yes, you'd be right, Soldar, about that church. I did get a little insight about that.
Will do tell, madam.
The Feast of Saint Andrel is actually happening in about a fortnight. So I think going there would be the best course of action.
Oh, so we have an excuse to hide out in the church.
Indeed.
Oh, that works out beautifully.
But also beware of beware of allies nearest to you. They may be your enemies.
As in as in this party, or people we will eventually meet?
There's one that you've already met.
Oh.
I can
Understood.
on the matter.
So that explains some of because Seluna said the same thing to me and Argentum. Oh dear. I already am known for being paranoid and rambling. Now I'm at risk of being more paranoid. Soldar immediately, he starts almost crying while putting his face in his hand. And
Anna punches his arm. Oh, get a hold of yourself. It's not a good look in front of the kids.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Are you a man or a muppet?
Miss Rena, what do you take of this particular warning?
Take interest. It's what was the warning again?
Beware of allies, for they may be your enemies.
She takes interest. She starts to recall her own friend from a long ago that was mentioned in a couple of sessions back after she was rescued by that angel dude.
Artem, yes.
It kind of gets her a bit, the growing sense of anxiety starts to
Elsensia, recognizing this, is like, Soretta, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking about something from way back when.
You're thinking about that You're thinking about a friend of yours, aren't that friend of yours you told me about, aren't you?
Yes. I can't get what was his name?
Artem.
I can't get what Artem said to me out of my head. It has been haunting ever since we made it back out of that what's her name's dimension?
Char's
dimension.
So this Artem was someone who helped you?
Yes, temporarily helped us. Thanks to well, who was the deity he was working for?
He was Saloon.
Thanks to Saloon, he was emissary sent by Saloon to help us, though he didn't particularly like me, since I slaughtered his kind in the name of my previous patron.
I see.
Well, that is an easy way to have people turn sour on you.
And then,
to
of
be
course,
honest,
sorry. Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, well, to be honest, that it was a requirement to maintain my pact. So it was less me going on my way to do it, more an obligation.
Oh.
And then, of course, Alcencia's like, I just hope Dame Aelin would be understanding. Trust me, she's an Asimar that my sister helped. She was an Asimar my sister helped. Apparently, she's a daughter of Saluna, and a very powerful one at that. Fierce temper, too.
I just hope she's forgiving. I really don't want to run to another Asimar for a while.
I'll make it a note to have you avoid the House of the Moon for now. It's a temple in Waterdeep that's devoted to Saluna. According to my sister's last letter about that, my sister's last letter, that particular Asimar was visiting Waterdeep alongside a cleric named Isabel. And then, of course, she then looks around and scandalously whispers in her ear, apparently her and Isabel are a thing.
Oh my.
Oh my. Okay, that was too well.
No, that was good, Chelsea.
Oh boy.
What is Soretta's reaction to this?
Soretta chuckles.
When you chuckle, sometimes it's never good.
Oh, it's good now.
Well,
Good.
and then, of course, Alcencia offers, well, if it's any consolation, I think we ought to do, since we need to get some supplies, how about some girl shopping on top of the supply shopping? I heard that the Viscani actually have some very rare silks and other goods that are available for us ladies.
Ooh.
Oh, love to join.
Shall we?
Let's shall.
Isn't it like 3:30 in the morning though? Too early for shopping?
One thing you need to learn, dear Vladdy, when it comes to a woman, no thing is too early for shopping, especially when we have the goods practically right in front of us.
Yeah,
It
there's
is
a
for
reason
me.
why
I'm going to bed.
You go ahead. We've got to make sure we've got enough. Then I'm gonna rest more. Ugh.
Well, at least one of the ladies here has some more sense than you two.
Well, she's a hunter. She's practical.
I heard that.
I'm
But you're not
giving you
wrong.
a compliment.
From you, I doubt it.
And then, of course, she notices that Cher's got this excited look on her face. Do you want to join us? It'd be a girls' night out.
Yes, I would like to join.
Apologies, Argentum, but we're borrowing your little druid for now.
I don't know who I should tell to keep safe.
That'll be good.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find your druid in a retirement that is so irresistible you can't not want to see what else is there.
Irreversible. Whatever you said. This.
So I
What
take it
else
the three of us head out of the wagon to go over to where some of the Vistani have some stalls set up.
Yes.
Yes. But before you actually exit, I want the three of you to roll a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Elsitzia, Sereta, and Cher. I want the three of you to roll perception checks.
Okay, so
Also,
for,
side note too, Trigon Anna left also because she stayed up the whole night with Vladislav, so she needs sleep.
You have to get above a 9.
okay, so for Essentia, for perception, that's +3, and with a +2 attached, that's a 5. She got a 21. Holy crap.
Wow.
Okay, so for you, Saretta, your perception is a 1d20. It's just a regular 1d20 for you.
Damn it!
Okay,
Right. So,
These racist ass dice.
okay, this is proof Uncle Ruckus is messing with her.
all right. So,
Or is this stinky?
She just went through a traumatic experience, bro. Let her be.
Yes.
all right. So
Okay, so for
Cher-
Cher, your perception is a 1d20 +6.
I want.
You sure you did the roll?
Yeah.
Oh, she already did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
all right. So,
Okay.
Elsitzia, Cher, when you two come out of the carriage, do you notice that that some of the Vistani that were at the campfire earlier talking amongst themselves, they had already set up stalls for their wares, where one is like just plain silks, another is for plain clothes, another one is for metallurgy, and the last one is specifically for you ladies, lingerie.
Oh, they really know
Yeah.
how
Laundry.
that was a good time.
It is then that's you two also notice that while the stalls were set up, that the people who were supposed to man those stalls were listening in.
Oops.
And then, unfortunately for Miss Sereta, she accidentally hits herself against the headboard of the door out of the wagon.
Sarah, you okay?
Yeah.
And with that distraction, they immediately run over to their stalls. Hello, ladies. You looking to buy some of our wares?
We're gonna need some short swords. We're gonna need a short sword, a quarterstaff, a hammer, and a long sword, and a sickle, and a possible quiver of 20 arrows.
Sildar immediately pops up and also says, also, if you have any lighters from the world you've been getting those books from.
What might?
The little devices that can light little fires.
You mean a lighter?
Every time we try bringing those things over, they just disappear.
Oh, so AO's putting a full block on certain devices. Do you have anything else from those realms beyond the books?
We got Flint. We got Flint and we got a
Flint steel.
We got like a flint and steel.
Is it just flint and steel just on their own, or?
Unfortunately, so, sir.
Ah, great. So much for an easy cheat. I will take some of that anyway. It'll still help.
And as for those weapons, ma'am, we don't got any, unfortunately.
You have a forge person with you in your party. She's just taking a nap.
Do you happen to have a forge nearby?
We unfortunately do not have a mobile forge.
Do you have a makeshift forge?
Not even that, sir.
Not even an anvil?
Nope.
Do you at least have a leather armor and some, do you have at least some leather armor for, the three of us? As well as something from my darling?
We'll see what we got. Give us some moments. And it's then that that the woman at the lingerie stand is like, So, you three got boyfriends?
Yes. Well, how'd you know?
Soretta,
Strahd doesn't.
Soretta, what is your response to the fact that you technically don't have a boyfriend yet?
Well, I technically am seeing someone. Yes, I am seeing someone at the at the moment.
I want you to roll a deception.
Okay,
Oh,
or
Let's
deception
see
roll.
let's see what this happens. This will
Okay,
either be comedy of failing or comedy of succeeding.
okay, so for you, Miss Rena, deception is a +8.
And you have to get above an 11.
Boy,
It'll be very hard to not roll that. Yeah, she got it.
24.
So you managed to actually trick this girl that you do have one, and so she's like, well, given your form and curve, I would highly recommend this. She then pulls out a lingerie set that very much accentuate the female form.
Definitely something in blue and black with a bit of white around the bits. Would that be fair?
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, of course, Alcensia looks at the set and looks at Soretta. Fitting.
Yes. For my man, quote unquote.
Why'd you say quote
And then, of
unquote? Wouldn't that just mean that you do have a man? Because when you say quote unquote, that means you're more so skating the fact that you don't have one, or that you're seeing multiple men.
I think you're just overthinking it.
No,
Alcensia-
dearie, I've been around the block.
Alcensia pikes up that I was planning on showing her a night on the town at Sharessa's Caress. We just wanted to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, believe you me, Sorn Orlith. Oh, he has a body that many a maiden would faint upon seeing.
I fear.
Yeah. Oh, fainting! Oh, whoopsies.
Meanwhile,
Another universe.
actually, no. Meanwhile, back in the carriage where Voslav is, he just stares at the ceiling as for some reason I have the sixth sense that there's whoredom going around. I just know it.
Boredom?
Don't
Horny.
explain it.
Oh, horny. Okay. I thought of it was something else.
Go ahead, send me to horny jail. Everyone there is horny too.
And so you lot spend the night just recuperating some supplies, and then finally going to bed.
Speaking of
course-
bed, I don't know.
Sorry, Miss Rena, what did you say?
Speaking of bed, I gotta head to bed soon.
Okay. Irina, right before you hit the tent, Miss Soretta, you notice Irina's there with a flask in hand. I promised you a drink, didn't I?
Yes, I just didn't think it would be now, but I do appreciate the offer.
You don't mind if we share a glass or two before we hit the hay?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better than I have in a while.
So of course, you two sat cross-legged across each other in your tent. She then pulls out some small wooden glasses, and she just pours the vodka into both of them. Not the finest drinking vessel, but it's something.
Don't worry, I've had worse.
They then clack their glasses together, and they then have a sip. as much as I prefer wine, but given the fact that there's a scarcity of it, this actually isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how to say this, but if I'm intruding on you in blood, I'll step back if you wish.
Oh. About that, it's but my relationship with Vlad is still up in the air at the moment, given what we've been through.
I see. Like I said, I don't know if it's me or if it's one of the many other me's, but there's a strong feeling there. I can't put my finger on it, but I know the one called Tatiana. She keeps seeing Sergei in him, and I don't know why, but she feels very, very strongly for him. I can tell that it's love. And as much as she is screaming at me not to do so, if you love him, then I will step back for your sake if you wish.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know that, trust me, Tatiana's screaming at me right now, but I serve the god of martyrs. And even though this prophecy states that I'm to possibly serve alongside with him and have children with him, I still want to give him the choice of whether he wants me or he wants you. And if he chooses you, then I will not complain, and I will step back.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. But if it does end up turning out not working for you two, if it does end up working out for you two, I'll be happy for you. But if it doesn't, then there'll be no hard feelings between the two of us.
No hard feelings. Zora extends her hand to her.
She gladly takes it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been bothering me, and I just wanted to know how you felt before I made this decision. And it's not in my nature to intrude on someone's romantic life. But I'm just glad that we had that understanding between each other.
Yes. I'm glad we had this talk.
Also, the divine irony about this. You originally served an abyssal creature, and I served the god of martyrs, and now look at us. We're almost on the same side.
Yeah. Kind of how life works.
Ilmater told me that apparently him and Suluna are not only allies, they're also friends. Of course, he always says that according to him, he tells me that she's always on him, saying that he's overworking himself.
Yeah.
But then again, according to him, his brothers, Torm and Tyr, also tell him the same thing. I don't think I've ever had the chance to meet them. I've only ever met the god of martyrs, but this Suluna seems very kind.
She helped. She was one of the few people who actually helped lift this burden on me.
And I'm glad that you felt... Sorry. Could you repeat that?
Okay, before I was just a slave to Pale Knight. And she wanted me to manipulate someone very close to us. I didn't want to, but I had no choice. And when I didn't comply to her demands, she punished me.
I can already guess who that was. But I'm glad that it didn't have to come to that. But also, I am so sorry that happened to you.
Yes, but now I'm in a much better place.
Also, Soretta, if you need to speak to me about anything bothering you, any burden that you bear, let me know. I am charged by Yomata to help those that need it, and it seems like you needed it.
Yes, you are right. Too long have I been closed off from people. Kind of forgot how to actually be genuine around people.
Well, you don't have to be that around me. And you certainly don't have to be that around Alcincia. She seems to care about you a lot.
I appreciate Elsia so much. She reminds me of someone of my past. Someone who I thought was long gone.
Who knows? Maybe she also sees a bit of herself in you as well.
Cesarea doesn't say anything.
Irina then puts down her glass and then leans over and hugs Soretta.
Thank you. Soretta leans back and reciprocating the hug.
You somewhat feel Irina shaking a little bit as if she's trying to hold back tears.
Zoretta pats Irina on the back. She holds her.
She then backs up. Sorry, I got a bit emotional there. To be honest, all I had was me and my brother, and I thought that I was walking an endless night, especially after that devil did what he did to me. You see her clutch her hand over her scarf where the mark is at. I thought I was completely alone, even though I had my brother to protect me, but my brother, despite him trying to fight off Strahd, he couldn't. That night when he attacked, I put myself between him and Strahd, he fed on me right in front of my brother. I didn't want him to hurt him. Father then came in, tried to attack him, and then Strahd, he struck him down right in front of us. I thought it was all my fault. That the reason he attacked was because of me.
Soretta holds her. Doesn't say anything, but allows her to get her pain out.
And then, when I went into the woods, I went in there just wanting to get it over and done with. I was hoping that a wolf would attack or some monstrosity would finish me off before that creature could. But instead, I found that shrine, and after reading those diary entries from that gunmetal priest, I actually heard him, the god of martyrs. He was crying over me.
Yes.
He said he didn't want me to suffer as I suffer so much. And then, of course, 7 days later, after finding the shrine and devoting myself to him, not only did I see white doves appearing around my home, then literally right when that vampire attacked, you came.
Hmm?
He literally came barging in, spells blazing, saving not only my village's lives, but all our lives.
I just
Yes?
I just thought what I just me and my friends just thought. Oh, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought.
It's okay. You all came in, spells blazing, saving not only our lives, but my life as well. And I'm eternally grateful for that.
You're welcome. I'm glad that we were able to help you in your village.
It means a lot to me. Well, I certainly see why Cynthia likes to spend time with you. Oh, by the way, when you were using your magic, that Eldritch Blast spell, it triggered a memory in me.
Oh boy.
I know what that energy is like. It's like a surge of power, and then you just release it through your fingertips. I feel like I did that before. Who knows? Maybe it's just one of the many lives that I had to endure.
But through great pain, you can overcome it. Anyone strong enough can overcome that pain, but not alone.
Well, apparently that was using that magic, she wasn't alone either. She was running from something and carrying with her some strange doll. It was dressed in some kind of leafy gown of leaves and flowers with some kind of crown on its head. I don't know what memory this is, but I think it's important. And I want to thank you for helping me with it. Albeit unintentionally, but you helped me with that too.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I best let you get some sleep. I certainly need it since I was woken. I was not only sitting up in a very awkward crouched position, but I literally woke up with hands up my throat. So I kind of need the rest myself.
Is there something I should know? Zora takes notes of what you said.
I want you, sir, to roll me a perception check. And then,
Perception
yeah,
is
perception
one
check.
to
And then, Diva, I want you to roll a
Constitution check.
I would say intelligence. Or
Intelligence?
Actually,
Either one.
What's her intelligence score?
Irina's is a. Give me 1 second. Her intelligence is a -1.
No, not the modifier, but like the intelligence score, the one that's above the modifier.
That's the 8.
So yeah, Serena, do you notice that there's black spots like where like there's bruising on her neck, as well as some red skin.
Huh.
What the hell happened to bring this on?
First off, once again, Vladislav was mistaking me for. I'm sorry, but the only polite word to say would be that bitch. And I was trying to get him off of me, and I had to kicking below the waist, as it were. Not my finest moment, but it was the only thing I could think of in that moment.
Oh my. I didn't realize how bad his trauma was.
I can only guess, especially since he and it's in this moment, Soretta, you see her face take on a different countenance as if somebody else is talking through her. I take it Irina's already made known my displeasure at this.
Who the hell are you?
I would have thought that you figured that out by now, Warlock. Or should I... She then does a curtsy, but it's polite, but it's very clear that there's an edge to it. Tatiana Fedorovna.
Never heard it.
Well, if you're curious, I have been desperately trying to break this cycle of damnation and reincarnation over and over and over and over and over again. And now my Sergei is back with me and he doesn't even remember me. And you see that there's tears at the corner of her eyes, but her composure is keeping her from letting them fall. He's not only back with me, but this is my one chance to break the cycle.
Soldar immediately, he pipes up behind her. That's the problem you've been having. You're not the one who's supposed to break it. That's why it keeps continuing.
Holy crap. Father, where did you come from?
I've been here the whole time keeping silent. I can be stealthy when I need to be. I just don't need to be usually.
He was eavesdropping our entire conversation.
Letting you two have a moment while I'll see if there's anything in any of the stalls we need. But if she wants to try and go back on her little quest, that's caused more problems than not. No. You may want this to end. You are not the one who's supposed to end it. That's why it keeps getting worse. Because you're not supposed to be the one that does it. Every time you try, things get worse. Please let us be the main handlers of this from now on. If you want to help, fine, but you cannot be the one who mainly acts.
You stay out of this, sorcerer!
I am not saying this on my own bit. AO's direct commands it's mostly your interventions up to now that have caused things to get worse. You cannot. If you want to help us, that will be better. But you cannot be the main one acting or things will not get better. You alone cannot break this. No matter what you do, you don't have the ability to. So calm down.
Nobody knows trouble I see. Nobody knows my sorrows.
It is then, Soretta, that you do remember way back when they were at the church. It was at the Church of Lathander that you were told that, Tatiana was the main reason why the curse kept continuing for nearly 14 generations, or should I say 400 years. Every time she intervened, Tatiana still tried to intervene by taking over the body of all the past lives hosts. Things ended up either getting said host killed, and or the main reason why things got worse for the people. As said by Ale himself through Lathander.
So you come here to what? Beg us for help because you kept fucking up?
I'm just telling you to back off my Sergei because he's mine, and we were promised to each other from the beginning. Had that creature not intervened and took him from me.
Sergey, I don't know if Sergey. What are you talking about?
She thinks Vladislav is Sergey.
Oh, Lord.
And yes, I want you to consider my words there, so you understand how much you might be screwing up. I want you to calm down and stop flying off the Dane handle and potentially risking everything, including yourself. AO's already confirmed your actions have made things worse. Do not go off on your own. Do not attempt to screw things up. Let us be who handle this. I am almost practically ready to beg at this point because I'm frustrated at what I already am aware that's happened, and I can point to most of it being your fault. So calm your temper now, or I'll find a restraining spell that I can do on command with a single phrase. I could even probably find a copy of certain pearls and rig them to make you collapse at the face plant when I say sit, girl. Do you want that?
What?
Fine. Do what you like. I just want this cycle over with.
Good, then we are on the same page.
I just want away from that creature. And I want my Sergey back. And
oh.
I promised that monster that I would never belong to him.
Why do you think when he's about to show up, we're going to make sure you and the others are in that church? Now stop freaking out. Let Irina back up front and keep calm. We are going to be the ones better equipped to handle this right now. We have stuff to finish planning and prepping, and we all need rest, including her and you. Don't make me make a point to have Anna hog-tie you!
Fine. You can have Irina back.
Steady yourself, Irina. He reaches out and gently grabs her shoulders. Deep breaths, okay?
I have no idea how that woman is me and I am that woman. It's so confusing.
She's who you were, not who you are. You are an example of her learning. She's the one who never learned.
I don't know what her deal is.
Obsession. Simply put, she's obsessed with doing this herself, thinking only her can. And with that, I'm gonna go peruse the rest of these stalls. You ladies have fun, and if I even think she's coming back, I'm sending Anna your way.
Okay.
Please do. Oh, by the way, just make sure that someone keeps an eye on my bunk. I'm prone to sleepwalking, and I'm worried that that creature might renege on his agreement and try to coerce me into the woods.
Just tie yourself to the bed.
Your sleep. I'll make sure.
Commentary.
Guard.
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat
her.
Servant.
I'll just have Anna sleep with you, so that way you're at least restrained to your bed. Actually, where is she?
Actually, I wouldn't mind it if I bunked with Soretta, if that's okay with the both of you.
I have no problem, Soretta.
That's completely fine by me.
Yeah, I'm still getting Anna to tie you in place just in case.
Please do.
Right. And
also,
when that soldier goes off,
she then turns to Soretta. Just be sure to have a strong knife on hand. Anna's knots are very, very strong.
I will. Thanks for the heads up.
Thank you. Anyway, she then pulls out from her pack a small oil lamp, the kind that you see in those, the kind that Aladdin had?
Yeah?
Apparently, the Vistani got this from this place called Kelimsham. I was curious about it, so I thought I'd give this a try to keep some light on in the place.
Well, that'll at least help.
Do you have a flintstone and a piece of steel?
Actually, I just got some from that one stand. And here.
She then opens the lid and makes a spark, and then it creates a small light in the end part. Good to know I was able to figure it out just from looking at it. Anyway, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
As she was saying that to Soretta.
Yes, we shall.
Okay.
And with that,
go ahead.
Draw the curtains to a close. Or not yet.
I think we can end there. And with that,
Okay.
we shall end today's session with everyone now finally heading to bed. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, my lovely player characters, for joining us today in this wonderful game of Curse of Strahd. Goodbye, everyone.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Bye.
Wow.
Right.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.